The terminal looks old. With AI agents it becomes one of the strongest learning labs a young builder can have, because it shows the work, not just the answer. A pretty chat window hands a young learner a finished answer and hides everything that produced it. The terminal does the opposite. When Codex CLI, Claude Code, or Gemini CLI run from the command line, every command, every file change, and every error stays visible. That visibility is the whole educational argument of this book. The thesis is direct. The terminal is not nostalgia, it is a laboratory. A CLI agent can read files, propose edits, run commands, and connect tools. That makes it far more useful than chat and far more dangerous. The difference between a passive user and a serious operator is one word: evidence. An operator does not ask the agent to build the whole project. The operator slows the session down. Define the folder, read what is there, write a scope, request a plan, and review each command before approving it. Speed is not understanding, and a convincing explanation is not a real test. The book walks through 3 tools without hype. Codex CLI works inside a real repository under an agent's MD contract. Claude Code turns a session into a readable trace of plan, edit, command, failure, and fix. Gemini CLI joins conversation, files, and extensions. Useful when goals are clear, risky when shell or MCP run without understanding. Safety is taught as a skill, not a warning label. Work in a practice folder. Never paste passwords or keys. Do not approve a command you cannot explain. And ask an adult before installing, deleting, publishing, or connecting an MCP. An error stops being a failure and becomes a signal. Message, file, line, cause. Authorship is the line that separates real learning from borrowed fluency. The agent can write the code, but the young builder must explain what changed and why it works. If you cannot read it, test it, or describe it, it is not yet yours, and it is not yet learning. The closing argument is a 30-day plan that trades speed for judgment. Operate, record, review, present, improve. The terminal does not reward fast answers. It rewards reading, testing, fixing, and documenting. Done well, it moves a young person from chatting with technology to building, auditing, and improving it. Topic development. Central thesis. The terminal is not nostalgia, it is a learning lab. A pretty chat hides the process. The command line shows file, command, error, and evidence. So a young builder learns cause, not just answers. Key concepts: file, command, error, evidence, cause. The underlying idea is, the invisible becomes visible. The terminal looks old. With AI agents it becomes a powerful learning lab. Operator mindset. A more capable agent demands more judgment, not less. A CLI agent reads files, edits code, runs commands, and connects tools. That power is useful and risky, so the operator must decide what to approve. Key concepts: read, edit, run, connect, decide. The underlying idea is, power without control is danger. Evidence over fluency. What separates a user from an operator is evidence. An operator asks what changed, how it was tested, and what risk remains. A convincing explanation is not proof, and speed is not understanding. Key concepts: changed, tested, risk, proof, review. The underlying idea is, do not confuse fluency with truth. Scope discipline. Slow the session down before the agent speeds it up. Do not ask for the whole project. Define the folder, read what exists, write a scope, request a plan, and review every command first. Key concepts: folder, read, scope, plan, approve. The underlying idea is, small reviewable changes win. Codex CLI. Work inside a real repository under a written contract. Codex runs locally on the selected directory. The core skill is a contract, scope, limits, tests, and a definition of done written in agents MD. Key concepts: repo, agents MD, scope, tests, done. The underlying idea is, real projects, not isolated drills. Claude Code. A session becomes a readable trace of how work happens. Plan, edit, command, failure, and fix turn into a technical narration a learner can study. Its safety model rests on reviewing permissions before bash. Key concepts: plan, edit, command, fail, fix. The underlying idea is, the session is the lesson. Gemini CLI. Language, files, and tools. Strong with clear goals. Gemini joins REPL, prompts, files, and extensions. Strength comes from clear objectives. Risk appears when shell or MCP run without understanding. Key concepts: REPL, files, Prompt, MCP, verify. The underlying idea is clear goals before extensions. Safety as skill. Learn without breaking. Small permissions. Reversible steps. Work in a practice folder. Never paste passwords or keys. Approve no command you cannot explain. And call an adult before installs, deletes, or MCPs. Key concepts. Practice. Secrets. Permission. Reversible. Adult. The underlying idea is protect files, accounts, and money. If you cannot explain the next command, you do not approve it. Debugging. An error is not failure, it is a signal to read. Message, file, line, and command carry information. The operator reproduces first, forms a hypothesis, changes one variable, and protects secrets in logs. Key concepts. Observe. Hypothesis. One change. Verify. Protect. The underlying idea is fail with evidence, then fix. Authorship. The agent can write it, but you must explain it. If you cannot read the code, test it, or say why it works. The learning has not happened yet. Authorship, not output, is the real measure. Key concepts. Explain. Why. Read. Test. Own. The underlying idea is understand before you integrate. Synthesis. From chatting with technology to building and auditing it. Guided well. The terminal trains patience, precision, and judgment. The young builder stops being a passive user and learns to construct, audit, and improve. Key concepts. Construct, audit, improve, judge, create. The underlying idea is from chat to workshop. Operate, record, review, present, and improve. Speed is not mastery. If you want to go deeper, the book CLI AI for Young Builders, a serious beginner guide to Codex CLI, Claude Code, and Gemini CLI is now available on Amazon. The purchase link is in the description.